If you just want to look better in pictures, I got you. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Riley. So as you saw by the title of this video, I'm going to be teaching all of you how to pose like a pro. If you are new to my channel, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed and also give this video a big thumbs up if you like it. Number one, you're not going to be a pro right off the bat. It's just not gonna happen. But there are a couple of things that you can do to help yourself improve, and that is practice. Practice sounds super cliche, but it is very important. So here are a few tips and tricks that I have found that help me when I'm practicing my poses. One way to start practicing or just being inspired is to look in magazines. I personally have a Vogue subscription. Thank you, Mom, for getting me that for my birthday. This is the August 2016 edition, so I keep them if I want to go back. Obviously, this one's pretty old. Side note, Gigi, love this girl. I think she's so cool, even though I've never actually met her, but I would love to someday. So, for example, this pose is just a good example of nice hands. If you do not have the time to get magazines or anything like that, obviously, you can look online. There are so many fashion-related websites that you can look on for poses. You can look at models. You can look at model portfolios. And of course, if you don't know where to look online, you can always check out Instagram. Creatives, influencers, just everyday people that are always killing in their Instagram pictures. You can also look at my Instagram if you want to, at Riley_Gaynor. So now that you have all this inspiration, it's not enough to just let it sit there. Now you need to go and try to execute these poses, copy them as well as you can, and as exact and precise to whoever's doing the pose as you can. Some things you can do, you can practice in front of a mirror. This is super helpful. That way you can see what you look like. You can also video yourself. That way you can watch it back in real time, which I know sounds ridiculous and you're probably gonna look ridiculous. Play the examples. But that's just, it's all part of the process. So now that you have some inspiration, you know how to practice, now let's move into learning how to create our own poses, starting with our hands. Let's get into it. I am very big on hands. I am very particular when it comes to this. It is absolutely one of my biggest pet peeves in photos when I see people doing weird things with their hands and they look big and just out of place. It's just no. So for example, if I am taking Instagram pictures and I take a really good photo but my hand looks weird, I am going to immediately delete that photo. So you're probably wondering what exactly could be so horrible with your hand that you would delete a photo. So off of the top of my head, there are a few things. Taking a photo, I would never leave my hand like this. It looks ginormous. Never. If your fingers are like in like a claw, like that's not cute. And it's going to be very distracting in your photo. What I always like to do is try to keep my hands as relaxed as possible, so I don't keep them clenched at all. I know this can sometimes be a habit for people. It's best to keep them as soft and loose as possible. Hands can really make or break a photo. don't know what to do in an up-close shot, you can always focus on one part of the body to move to create more interesting options for the photo. The next thing to focus on is your facial expressions. This might seem super obvious, but it is the first thing that people are going to notice about your photo. They're going to notice what your face is doing. I could make a full entire video on just facial expressions alone and learning how to control your muscles to express different emotions, but for now, you want to learn to control your facial muscles. They determine the feeling that the viewer is going to receive. If you're super happy, smiling, bubbly, and you're at like a cemetery or in the woods in a creepy alley or something like that, it's not gonna make very much sense. Moral of the story, different face equals different vibe given off to the viewer. A very important tip if you are trying to portray a certain emotion, it is always good to put on music that fits that mood. You never know what emotion you're going to be asked to portray, so just make sure you start with the basics and slowly but surely go on to more complicated expressions. Putting it all together can be difficult when there are so many variables to think about. Start with your emotions. Then use your hands to create emotion as you would naturally. Then you can start to pose with this emotion still in mind. Here, I'm going to act nervous or scared. And add my hands into it. And then put it all together, making it appear more editorial. If you keep practicing and working at your different hand poses, it'll eventually come naturally and you'll be able to move a lot easier. Please give it a thumbs up, and if you want more, I am doing part 2 to this video, so be sure you subscribe and turn on the bell icon so you know when I post my next video. I try to stay active on all of my social medias, so if you want to check all of those out so you can get some more tips and tricks, they are right here. I will see all of you in my next video. Bye!